what's up guys, LG21 here, bringing you guys another COD video, and today I'm giving you guys 5 tips to make you better in Call of Duty World War II's War Mode, as well as make it more fun for you and win more. So if you're excited for this, always feel free to drop a like down below, and yeah, let's get right into this. Now my first tip is going to be use buildables. Now if you're a defender and you see an MG or a wall, you should probably build it. Unless you're trying to do a strategy with your team, using these buildables are very, very good. Because as a defender, the LMGs are very overpowered. They will just absolutely destroy the attacking team. And if you're an attacker and there's an LMG that you can use it because they are very broken and they will very well help you. Because unless they ended up nerfing them, they're going to be very good and they're going to be very helpful for the defending side. But a quick little tip here, if you're an attacker and you see someone use the MGs, don't be afraid to put a bazooka into it, because if you hit it, you'll actually destroy it completely, which allows you to get your objective, because then they have to rebuild them. So it's very, very important that you try to use these buildables to your advantage, and if you're an attacker, make sure to completely destroy them. So buildables are a very important thing in war, so you gotta use them. It makes your life easier, but it can also make your life harder, so gotta watch out for that. Now my second tip I'm going to be giving you is adaptability. Being able to switch from assault rifles to snipers to SMGs at will and know what you're doing. Because at least on this map so far, scenarios can change from any time, any place. There was one time I was using an M1 Garand, then I switched to an STG, then I switched to a shotgun, all because of how the enemy team started playing and how the scenario played out. Because let's say you're getting rushed a lot and you're just not having time to barely even aim down sights of your gun, use a shotgun or an SMG. But if they're kind of trying to shoot you from long range and the SMG is just not going to help you, switch to a sniper. And I think that applies to both sides, both attacking and defending. But I think that's primarily for defensive, because as a defender, being able to adapt is very important for you to win. Now, my third tip that I'm going to give to you is just blatantly have good gun skill. If you don't have gun skill, this mode is going to be a pain in your ass, I tell you what. Because if you can't aim a gun at long ranges and deal with a bunch of people sweating, you guys are not going to do very well. Because this game, especially in Call of Duty World War II, you need gunplay. Now, this is a really general tip, but it's very important in this game. You gotta be good, and you gotta be able to adapt. It's a big tip. Number 2 and 3 are basic. They can go hand in hand, but they're very important for you to win. Because if you can't kill anybody, it's not gonna matter what kind of tactics you do, because you'll just get destroyed. So make sure that you have a good player in general, and that you can get kills and be able to adapt to your environment. Now my fourth tip, now this is a very tactical tip. This really, really, really helps the attacking team, using smoke grenades and gas grenades. Smoke grenades and gas grenades are spammed in war, and there's a good reason for it. Because if you're attacking, there's a whole objective, you need to either build a bridge or get into an objective and contest it in the last few seconds, or arm something. A smoke grenade can do so much, and the enemy gonna run in there with the chickens with their head cut off, and you can just shoot them, and then you can get your objective. So smoke grenades and gas grenades for gas grenades for choking certain areas down and just completely just making enemy teams not want to even go near you, and smoke grenades and able to get into objectives are very important, so definitely use those to your advantage. They will definitely help you. Now moving on to my fifth and final tip, and that is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. You gotta be having fun with your team. You gotta be able to communicate. Now, if you're playing solo, it's actually a lot easier than you think to communicate. It's like, oh, I can't communicate. I play solo and all this. You actually really well can. It's called go in a position and then let people move around. And if somebody on your team is doing something or is by themselves, go help them out. It's very simple. It's kind of like if you ever play Battlefield on Rush, you can tell which bomb site or which objective has not a lot of people, and you go to that objective. You can communicate with your team, and once your team starts doing that, your team starts flopping the places that need a little bit of help, and you actually can balance it out. And if your teammates are actually have somewhat of an idea what's going on, you can easily do this with randoms or anything. Communication, or just somewhat communication with your team, just looking at each other and just seeing where everyone is being placed and how they're playing, is really helpful. For example, if on your team you have 3 snipers and you see the guy having an assault rifle, use assault. Don't go with a sniper. Use an assault rifle. Use an LMG. Do something else, because you don't need another sniper. It's very important that you do this. So all these tips I hope helped you. They're really simple tips, and they pretty much should help you whether you're playing the full game or the beta like I am now. So hopefully these tips will help you out. And if they did, comment down below if it helped you out, and just subscribe for more COD content. It's always helpful. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.